21番信号系です。はいよ。はい、ありがとうございますね。
新大阪、新神戸。
します。
お願いします。
はい。もう今あれやけどね、昔の消防っぽい。よいしょ。
食べないでくださいっていうのもあったの。
すごいね。わーわーいわー
すごいな、こんなに人多いと思ってなかったな。
お
ここが多分
メイン
メインなのかな、どうなんだろう。
じゃああれ何もうなんか多すぎるかでかい木でかい木
でかい。
勇気わーわーわー美味しそう
二日市終点です。これで進行方向向かって左側です。車内にお忘れ物ございません。
ありがとうございます。またお越しくださいませ。
じゃあ日本に。あ、でもまあ仕事があるからな。
仕事あるからな
あ、でも2週間ぐらい休むね。
終点新大阪までこの電車はでその他の車内でおタバコはお吸いいただけません。
見えないかHello. Sorry this vlog took so long to release. I had a lot of trouble editing this in a way that reflects how important this trip was for me. It was an incredibly personal trip, and the whole time I thought, this is a side of Japan that only I will get to witness. Not because of the price or the destinations, but purely because of how much nostalgia played into my experience this entire time.
家族、若町のおじさん。
ああ、久しぶり。
いつもね、お世話になったよ。
ありがとうございます。
大人になったんよ。
まあ、
だね。
じゃあ、
また。I
rarely get to go home, and And so each time I do, I'm just hit with this wave of memories and feelings of yearning to be in these places and to see these people. And so because of that, it creates an incredibly unique experience. And I really wanted to document it and try and show you what this means to me. Granted, that is an impossible task, especially when I'm not someone who's particularly eloquent in the language of videos, vlogging, etc. But I did my best. I tried to film as much as I could. And from this, I hope you get a little glimpse of what it's like for me to go home and why this was such an important holiday. The first 4 days I spent in Tokyo. It was a blur. It was mostly shopping, eating, drinking. I made a couple friends, which was really fun. I've become a lot more extroverted when I'm in Japan. I think because I know I'm not as good in the language as I am in English, so I'm okay making fun of myself a bit more. And this time it resulted in me going out for dinners with strangers and talking to every shop clerk that had the time. And because I don't need to do any touristy stuff in Tokyo anymore, I've done that already. I just focused on buying all these lovely clothes, seeing all the fashion, and learning about the fashion culture through all the buyers that I met. And it was really fun. But again, it just whizzed by, and I found myself on the bullet train home to Hiroshima. I think I spent like a week and a half here. I caught up with my cousins, I caught up with my aunts, my uncles, but I spent most of my time with my grandma. When I think of Japan, I think of this home, and words cannot describe what it feels like to be here. One of the things on my bucket list is to visit every prefecture in Japan. And one of those places is a prefecture called Izumo. It's in the southwest kind of area of Japan. My geography is pretty bad. It's actually the prefecture where all the gods meet up once a year and have a meeting about humans and agriculture and their well-being, etc. It's very interesting lore. Izumo is also nicknamed the land of the gods, which is pretty cool.
私も T シャツある。
昼ってた
お昼ご飯
あの変なトンネル通って
トンネルも長いのがあったね。
その後
まあトンネル抜けてた。まあ見逃すようないい景色が川が途中に流れて綺麗な。綺麗だった。
And one of the main reasons we came to Izumo is for this temple called Izumo Taisha, which is a temple for Enmusubi, it's like the string of fate between two people. And you go there and you pray for love, or you pray for success in love, etc. And it's rather wholesome. So we went here, the landscape was incredible, the villages were incredible, it all looked very Japanese, and we stayed in this ryokan nearby. You go into the onsen at night, the whole shebang really. And it's just nice to have a little staycation with my family, even when I'm already on vacation.
うんうん、いい感じよ。うん、美味しかった。いつも淡白で抹茶飲んでるわ。
うん。うん。バイバイ。バイバイ。
はじかどこですか？ああ、これ。そういうのさ。
さっき充
いいよ、
電して
ゆうきくんね、お年寄りに慣れてるから。
慣れてはないけど。
After my week and a half at home, I headed out. I still have the rest of my trip to do. So I travelled a very, very long way up to Nagano, which is in the northwest-ish of Japan. And it's specifically famous for these monkeys that sit in a hot spring outdoors. So loads of people trek up there and try and see these monkeys having a bath, me included. Nagano is such a beautiful prefecture. Some of my favourite shots of this trip came from here. Alas, I did not see any monkeys. I was about a month too early. It was still too warm for them to be in a hot bath, which makes complete sense actually. I should have done a bit more research beforehand, but I saw a TikTok about monkeys and I just had to go. But that was a very quick little excursion up into the countryside to tick off another prefecture from my bucket list, and I'm very pleased. I returned to Tokyo for the last 3-4 days of my trip. You guessed it, more of the same. I did a lot of cafe hopping and a lot of shopping, and I think that was a nice way to conclude my trip. I really maxed out everything I wanted to do, and I spent my budget. I visited every single trendy spot that I had saved. I ate everything on my food list. And it was one of the few trips where I actually wasn't sad to go home. I had a life to return to, but I also did everything that I wanted to do, and there were no regrets on this trip. And so here ends my trip home. Thank you for watching.